Hey everybody, who are in the unlearning blog community, and I just was struggling. I have to admit that and it's no surprise probably to you. I've talked about it a lot lately, and I've been worried about that. Like, I'm not giving you more than my struggles. In 2024. The news in late April that we had to move within a month or so, where Shelley and I lived, to this place. We actually like it a lot, so that all worked out. But we had to move quickly, find a new place and we were renting, and that the open table also needed a new place, or had to figure something else out from the space that we had been in 5 years. That process took all year really to accomplish. Parts of it still aren't done as far as the open table is concerned, and it was every bit of energy I had to get that, to get through that. And so I felt like I was giving you a lot of that last year. And then since the election in November and the beginning of 2025, I've been feeling some of those same things for different reasons. And so this morning I thought, I want to say something. I want to write something to folks. I want to give them something. Because, that's what we expect. And I expect for myself, and have told you that I would do. And I was just in that same place of, I feel overwhelmed. I feel, like it's not that my energy is gone. I've got other things going on that I'm, pushing through. But when it comes to sharing my journey right now, my journey is very full of fear and disillusionment and uncertainty. And I talk, and I talk a lot about those things. And what I say has absolutely been huge in helping me get to this point and to heal and all those things that I share with you. But right now, I really can't even pinpoint it. It's something I haven't really felt in the same way before. It's like all of it at once. That's a good way to put it. All of it at one time. And I try, I don't get political, particularly on the Unlearning blog. A lot of what I write have become politicized, and they are concerns that I feel are more morality or more justice kinds of things. So I don't intend to do that now, but I have to tell you that, this is the day after the State of the Union address last night, and on March the 5th today, Ash Wednesday as well. And after the speech, I'm feeling all those things. And it seems like every week there is something almost daily that brings all those things back up for me. So many of the people that I interact with, that I have relationship with, that are in the communities that I lead and am part of, are affected by what's happening so quickly and all at once in our country. They are afraid, and they are angry, and they're uncertain, and they're feeling disillusioned. And they're real, these things we talk about are real for so many of us. I saw someone on social media just yesterday that said, I am fighting my own government. Like, my own government is against me. And I think they were a gay man. And so in last night's speech, there's lots of reasons that I do not agree with policies and things that have been done and talked about in the speech. But the thing that really pushed so much of those buttons for me was how they were said. The anger and the vitriol and the pointing of fingers and bullying. The making fun of certain groups of people and not understanding them, but feeling, I guess, what's the word? I want to say righteous, but that's a bit too religious. Feeling justified and even proud of putting them down, like transgender folks. And at one point, our president, snidely referred to rolling back protections for LGBTQI plus people with a bullying tone and a proud tone that was threatening. So it's the world that I live in that has me in this place that I really have never been in before. Mary Trump, who I follow on Substack, you should consume everything she puts out. She wrote something this morning that was in my inbox this morning. The subject was America is over. Now, she wasn't so defeatist in what she actually wrote. But see, those kinds of messages and the way people are feeling and the uncertainty of all of that, and to say what's next and we don't know, there's just so much. All of that was wrapped up in her subject line. I don't feel that. Neither did Mary Trump, but she was saying, not really, she was saying that what we have known and how we thought politicians would respond to us if we did the certain things aren't working now, and they are not responding. No one, she was saying, on any side of any party. And so she said, it's up to us. And I agree with her. It is. We have to be engaged. Again, I'm speaking from my experience and those who are in communities that I'm part of. And I think it's only been about 5 weeks, and I don't know how much more engaged. It's all I can do to keep going with that. So I thought, what am I going to say? What am I going to write to you this week? And I decided, like I talk about all the time, I'm just going to be real. I'm just going to tell you where I am. It may not be where you are, but this is what is happening with me. And I share it with you. And one of the greatest glimmers of hope, it's more than a glimmer, but one of the pieces of hope that I hold on to and that I see for real is that we are not in this alone. And I know that. I need reminded of it. I remind other people of it. But sometimes, all of the time, I need that myself. But I just affirm we are not alone. We are in this together. In some way, all of us are in this together. We're in this journey together. And this is where mine is.